Tonight, a hellish scene lighting up the night sky over Gaza. The flares and streaks of smoke from incessant Israeli missiles, it says, are aimed at Hamas. The IDF saying it's now surrounded Gaza City, with Israeli soldiers attacking Hamas militants in face-to-face battles inside. The fighting described as urban, crowded and complex. Ground forces backed by fighter jets and warships launching repeated salvos against what they say are Hamas outposts and command centres.
You can see the flare going down there into Gaza. We've just heard the sound of a fighter jet dropping its payload into the city. They say that they're targeting Hamas, but also we know that there are still civilians in there who haven't listened to the order to leave, and many of them continue to die every day.
Israel says it's making headway, claiming it killed more Hamas terrorists. But more than 9,000 civilians have been killed, according to the Hamas-run health ministry. Israel responding to the massacre of more than 1,400 people. Hamas on the offensive too, launching at least a dozen rockets from Gaza and Lebanon into central and northern Israel. Thousands of foreign nationals hoping to escape this escalating war, hundreds of US citizens among them. Just today, President Biden saying 74 more Americans have got out of Gaza, out of at least 400 and their families. Our team on the ground today, as those Americans and hundreds of other foreign passport holders were given the green light to leave. Amongst them, Lena Baseso and her family, whose plight we've reported on for weeks. Her grandson, Arden, passport stamped, and a brief, brave smile. But this is a tough farewell for all of them.
I'm happy but sad at the same time because I have friends here. They might die. Maybe I won't see them ever again.
So many relieved to be escaping the bombing, but guilty at leaving family and friends behind.
I feel disappointed, ashamed, disturbed, worried, frustrated, angry, pissed. In a way, I feel numb and very sad. Very sad.
We've also reported on Maha El-Bana, an aid worker from New Jersey. Tonight, she's safe and well in Cairo, speaking to our Maggie Ruley.
I have PTSD. I've been through a lot. If I hear like a loud noise, I jump. I had a panic attack. It's unbearable. So you can't really escape it.
As the crisis worsens, President Biden calling for a humanitarian pause in the fighting, after a protester interrupted him during a campaign fundraiser.
I need you to call for a ceasefire right now.
Biden responding, saying, I think we need a pause. With more than 240 hostages still being held in Gaza and the civilian death toll growing. But Israel says there will be no ceasefire. And Prime Minister Netanyahu saying today, nothing will stop us.
So let's bring in Ian Panel back with us again tonight. And Ian, that assault intensifying tonight, as you showed us. Some U.S. citizens getting out today. Hamas continues to hold hundreds of hostages, including Americans. I know Secretary of State Antony Blinken on his way back to Israel tonight on the issue of these hostages, on U.S. citizens trying to get out of Gaza, on the Palestinian civilians caught in the middle of this. And the question is, will he deliver this message from the Biden administration for any kind of a humanitarian pause here?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough trip and a tough sell. I'm not sure the Israeli government's ready to listen to all of this. The IDF certainly ruling out a ceasefire. However, a senior Israeli official telling me tonight that they've already twice agreed to what he calls a brief, limited cessation of fire. That was when the two pairs of hostages were released, indicating that is something they could possibly agree to again. But no sign they're ready to stop the fighting for anything other than the release of the more than 240 hostages, including Americans, still being held tonight. David?
Ian Panel leading us off tonight from Tel Aviv. Ian, our thanks to you again.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.